the light. Happy Hanukkah.
They're going to figure out how to turn it off. Okay. They're going to press something and turn it off. We need one less. Keep going. And then... All right. While they're figuring that out, we will say Happy Hanukkah. Okay. We need 3, guys. There you go. Okay. Yes. Happy Hanukkah, everyone. Happy 3rd night of Hanukkah from here at Wise. You may notice I have a couple of helpers. I see a lot of freshers. I see some kindergartners. I see, what grade are we? Some older. 5th graders, lots of 2nd graders. Oh my goodness, we are so happy to be here. And mostly so happy to be bringing light. So earlier today with our 1st graders, I told one of my favorite stories that you can watch actually on our YouTube channel. We did a video last year for Rosh Hashanah called Darkness into Light. And it's this wonderful story of the first human, Adam, getting really scared as the days grew shorter and as it got darker and darker and darker. And he was afraid he'd done something wrong. He was afraid he was in trouble. And most of all, he was afraid it was never going to get light again. And turns out, as we know, the sun came up the next day and he said, oh, phew. But it happened again and again, and he kept getting scared, and he realized finally, this is the way of the world. But here's the other thing that I think is important, and I know if I asked my friends, because they told me earlier today, if I asked them, why do we celebrate Hanukkah, they could tell me about the temple, and they could tell me about the menorah that was destroyed, and they could tell me about the miracle of the oil. And someone in 1st grade reminded me about the miracle of fried food, which might be my favorite miracle of Hanukkah, and the miracle of the Maccabees defeating the Greeks. All of those are miracles. But to me, still the biggest miracle that I think about every time I look at a Hanukkah, the biggest miracle to me is that we can take away people's fears, right? Because the people who are afraid, my world is dark, I'm scared, things are happening, we are able to bring them light and say, look, it doesn't matter how dark it gets, we get to shine light into the world. And so all of my friends here have different ways that they shine light into the world by doing kind things, by helping their class, by helping their community. We can all be the shamashim, the helper candles, the ones who bring light into the world. And so friends, if you want to come close, we are going to say the blessings. Yes?
Does anyone want to share what they
After. That's such a good question. Since we have lots of people watching, we're going to invite you, if you're watching us at home and you want to share into the comments how you bring light into the world. I love that question. I'm not allowed to have favorite students, but I like this guy a lot. And we're going to invite anyone. We're going to light our candles with the blessing. I know you guys know it because I heard you earlier. So on the count of shalosh, we're going to say achad, shtayim, shalosh. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kidshanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu lehadlik ner shel Hanukkah. And for our second light, we give thanks for the miracles that were Bayamim Hahem, that were all the way back then, but even more the miracles Bazman Hazeh, the miracles in our lives. And so we say, Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam she'asa nisim lavoteinu bayamim ha'em b'zman hazeh. So, with a thank you to Roz, who makes this happen for us. A thank you for all the parents, to Ms. Hoffman, who I said, can you bring the kids up at 4:30? And she did. To Jake, who also brought kids up, to all these grown-ups, and to all of you who are joining us, we say, 1, 2, 3.